ladies and gentlemen, card burners. This game is really interesting. If you look at the aesthetic of it, and you look at the store page as well, God, it's so charming. It looks like a, I don't know, like a cartoons, you know, like Sunday morning cartoon slapstick fast-paced deck builder or something like that. The idea is every second you are drawing a card, and when you're over 10, your last card is going to start burning and doing things to you. And so what happens is you have about a fraction of a second. No, I'm not joking. You have about a fraction of a second to play a card. That is not including the time it's going to take you. In that time, you also have to manage the UI and try to get to the cards you even want to play. So most of the time, you're just hitting spacebar or like left or right once because you have to play within like a split second. No, I'm not exaggerating. And the idea is you're just slapping cards to stay under 10 and fill your opponent's hand and hurt them. You're going to have cards that do damage to your opponent, but then there could also be an arrow, an indicator saying, no, this doesn't do damage to the enemy, it does damage to you. And within that split second, you need to figure out if you should play that card or skip it or do something. Sometimes even cards that do damage, it might be just better to play it and do damage to yourself, because if you leave them there, they're gonna burn out by going over 10 cards and then hurt you anyway, maybe for more damage. So all the things that I'm talking about, you have to figure out within a split second. Again, I can kind of keep up with the pace, and even I have time to digest nothing. And that means I'm literally staring at my bottom card, and I'm just choosing if I'm going to hit spacebar or somehow managing to skip it, and that's about that. I don't even have time to look at the enemy HP. Actually, the last battle I just did before I did this nutshell, I felt like I was in a 4-minute foray of spamming cards, literally, and trying to read cards at the flash of a dime, like a speed test, like a typing test. And then I finally look up, and the opponent is still at 100 HP, which is like, he didn't get hurt. He just healed it all the way back up, and we're just a 3-minute battle of nothing. I think there is something good underneath here, but I can already tell that the thing that they chose to go with, this speed and stuff like that, is not consumer friendly. It's marketing to a niche, to a niche, to a niche. And I'm surprised that they let it get this far with how they set up the foundation here. It's the pacing of the game, the fact that they chose to choose difficulty is attached to time, and the baseline is 1 second. And to make the game even harder and stuff, it goes even faster, so that you're marketing to people that want to create actions and figure out actions at a fraction of a second, and then repeat that for like 5 minutes straight. It's just very wild, so I can't wait to see how this one does. I would suggest downloading the demo just because it's so outlandish. Yeah, card burners, that's a review.